everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do Puerto Rico versus Montana. You might say it's unfair, but we're going to have Baltimore. We got Beyond Range, Igniter, AP Salute Ammunition, Fixated, and then Refill Station. Inspirations, we got Norman Scott and Urami Circa. Well, I'm switching to Urami Circa. Get a little bit better reload off of it. Normally I do Janeway, but for this, I'm gonna need the reload capability. Sorry. Okay, there we go. We got Aiming Systems Mod 1, Steering Gear Mod 2, and then Concealment System Mod, and then Gunfire Control System Mod 2, Epic, and Legendary. Loadout, we got Sonar, Radar, 2 Hills, Epic Battle Booster, Standard Camo. We also have White and Gold. And then we have US Navy 250 years flag. Survivability, 64,500 hit points, 28% torpedo damage reduction, 40% resistance to fire. Artillery, main battery, we got 305mm Mark 8, 4 turrets, 3 guns in each, 18.6 kilometer range, 19.9 second reload, 30 second turret traverse, 2.39 shell grouping. Max range vertical dispersion is 121.7 meters, horizontals 202.8 meters, medium max range vertical dispersion is 30.6 meters, and then horizontal is 51 meters. Max Max HE shell damage is 4,300, muzzle velocity is 808 meter per second, fire setting chance is 30%, armor penetration is 51 millimeters, max AP shell damage is 8,900, muzzle velocity is 762 meters per second, armor penetration at point blank range is 666 millimeters, at max range it's 346 millimeter. Minimum ricochet angle 60 degrees, guaranteed 67.5. Fuse timer 2 seconds. Fuse arming threshold 51 millimeters. Secondaries, we will get there in just a second. Sorry, got a little bit ahead of you guys on the screen. But I like this matchup. You may say it's not fair, but I think it is more than fair. 127mm Mark 41, 8 mounts, 2 guns in each. 7.3 kilometer range, 4 second reload time, 1 for the shell grouping. Max range vertical and horizontal dispersion is 258.9 meters. Medium max range vertical dispersion and horizontal is 155.4 meters. Max HE shell damage 1800. Muzzle velocity is 808 meters per second. Fire setting chance 12%. Armor penetration 21 millimeters. AA. We'll get there in just a second. You got the 40mm Bofors, Mark II, 16 mounts, 4 guns in each, 378 damage per second, 3.5 kilometer range, dual purpose 127mm. We just talked about this. 132 damage per second, 5.2 kilometer range. 20mm Oerlikon, Mark IV, 26 mounts, 1 gun in each, 158 damage per second, 2 kilometer range. Maneuverability, 34.5 knot top speed, 910 meter turn circle, 11 second rudder shift time, engine spool up time 15 seconds, reverse 8 seconds, engine power multiplier speed threshold 7 knots, reversing it's 10 knots. And then we'll get to concealment. Concealment detectability range by sea is 11.7 kilometers. After firing the main guns, it's 18.6, and when the ship is on fire, it's 13.7. Detectability range by air is 7.3 kilometers. After firing main guns, it's 13.4 kilometers. When the ship is on fire, it's 10.3. Guaranteed detectability, even if you're behind an island, is 2 kilometers. After firing guns and smoke, it's 10.4. Armor, you got a 40mm bow underneath, 27mm deck, 27mm bow, 229mm armor plate in between the bow and the rest of the ship, 40mm bottom in the stern, and then you got 27mm stern deck, 27mm stern, and you got that same armor plate in between the stern and the rest of the ship, 229mm. torpedo side plating is 38 millimeters of armor. And then you got an armor belt for torpedoes, 216 by 254 millimeter. Top side plating of the superstructure, so that's the very top of it, 16 by 38 millimeter. Conning tower is 152 millimeters on top. On the bottom it's 51 millimeter. On the sides it's 279 millimeters, and the sides of the superstructure total is 16 by 38 millimeters. Casemate armor, so it's the whole body of the ship in the center. In the rear it's 38 by 305 millimeter. In the front it's 38 by 305 millimeter. The armor belt is 30 by 254 millimeters, so you can bounce anything if you angle right. Yamato might get a sneaky shot, so maybe Prussian and Vermont, but that's about it. You can angle and bounce their shells, but sometimes they will get a citadel. It's just a warning. The deck is 19 by 114 millimeter. Turrets on top plate is 127 millimeter. The rear plate is 133 millimeter. The side plate is 133 by 152 millimeter. The bottom plate is 48 millimeter. Frontal plate's 325 millimeter, and the barbette is 76 by 310 millimeter. Not too smart having two different armors on the barbette. Citadel in the rear it's 76 by 305. In the bottom is 50 millimeters. In the front is 76 by 305 millimeter. 19 millimeter deck, 57 millimeter torpedo bulkhead. This is a great looking ship. It's basically a mini Montana, is how I see it. It's the cruiser version of Montana, is what it is. It looks just like Montana, except smaller. That's my opinion. That's the reason I like it so much. Puerto Rico is my favorite legendary tier cruiser for the Americans. Tough, above average base HP rating, high number of guns, allows for a lot of damage from a single salvo. Big and flammable fire set on the ship lasts longer due to her size and high caliber guns. That doesn't make any sense at all. After the failure of the Second London Naval Treaty and rumors of large Japanese cruisers, the U.S. began preliminary designs for their own large cruiser aiming to counter any other cruiser. They drafted a cruiser larger than treaty battleships and armed with 12-inch 305mm main guns. The design, known as CA-2-D, evolved into the Alaska class, year design 1940. Great looking ship too. Montana. We're going to go Azurlane, New Jersey. We're going to do Azurlane, Colorado. Andrew Cunningham. For inspiration, flammable cannoneer, gyrating drill bits. On second thought, don't you just love it? Fight fire with fire. And yes, I believe she is the best commander for the Montanas, except William Sims. Aiming system, AA gun mod 2, steering gear mod 2, concealment system mod, and then artillery prodding ring mod 2, epic. Loadouts basic, you got the 6 spotter observation seaplanes, epic battle booster, and then you got the standard type camo, or you got the stars and stripes and the behemoth of the depths. 250-year Navy flags, survivability 96,300 hit points, torpedo damage reduction 37%, fire resistance 32%, 406mm Mark 7 for the main guns, 4 turrets, 3 guns in each, 19.4 kilometer range, 28.5 second reload, 34.6 second turret traverse, 2.0 shell grouping, max range vertical and horizontal dispersion is 120.1 meter. And then horizontal is 200.1 meter. Medium max range vertical dispersion is 34.6 meter. Horizontal is 57.7 meters. Max HE shell damage 5700. Muzzle velocity is better than Puerto Rico, which don't make any sense. These are bigger, heavier shells. 820 meters per second. Fire setting chance 26%. Armor penetration 68 millimeters. Max AP shell damage 14,580. The muzzle velocity is 762 meters per second. Armor penetration at point blank range is 848 millimeters. Armor penetration at max range is 494 millimeter. Minimum ricochet angle 45 degree, guaranteed 60 degree, fuse timer 33 seconds, and then 68 millimeters for the fuse arming threshold. For the secondaries, you got the same dual purpose 127 millimeter Mark 41, 10 mounts, 2 guns in each, 5 kilometer range for reload time, 4 seconds that is. 1 shell grouping, max range vertical and horizontal dispersion is 315 meters. Medium max range vertical dispersion and horizontal dispersion is 189 meters. And then max HE shell damage 1800. Muzzle velocity is the same, 808 meters per second, 9% chance set fire, 21 millimeters armor penetration. AA, you got the 20 millimeter Oerlikon Mark 20 mounts, 2 guns in each, 131 damage per second, 2.4 kilometer range. 40 millimeter Bofors Mark II, 20 mounts, 4 guns in each, 383 damage per second, 4.2 kilometer range. And then you got the dual purpose 131 damage per second, 6.2 kilometer range. And you got 20 millimeter Oerlikon Mark IVs, 20 mounts, 1 gun in each, 131 damage per second, 2.4 kilometer range. Maneuverability, we'll get there in just a second. You got 28.8 knot top speed, 950 meter turn circle, 16.6 second rudder shift time. Engine spool up time 23 seconds, reversing is 11. Engine power multiplier speed threshold 7 knots, reversing is 9. Then we'll get to concealment in just a minute. Detectability range by sea 13.8 kilometers. After firing the main guns it's 19.4, ship on fire 15.8. Detectability range by air is 11.6 kilometers, 19.7 after firing main guns, 14.6 when the ship is on fire. Guaranteed 2 kilometers while firing in smoke is 15.5. And we've already went over Montana before, so I'm just going to get a brief overview of the armor so we can go ahead and get straight into the match. 50 millimeters of armor underneath the bow, 32 millimeter bow deck, and then you got a 32 millimeter bow, 432 millimeter armor plate in between the bow and the rest of the ship, 50 millimeter stern underneath, 32 millimeter stern deck, 32 millimeter stern, and then you got that same armor in between the stern and the rest of the ship is 324 millimeters. Torpedo side plating 25 millimeters. The top side plating of the superstructure, so the very top is 19 millimeters. Conning tower 197 millimeter. Conning tower bottom 105 millimeter. The sides is 457 millimeter. The superstructure side plating is 19 millimeters. In the rear of the ship here is 25 by 387 millimeter for the midship part, and then the front's 25 by 457 millimeter. Don't really make sense. Armor belt is 38 millimeter for the upper side plating, 409 millimeter for the armor belt in the middle there. You got a 38 millimeter deck, so you can angle this armor against anything. The turrets, the top side plating is 229 millimeter, rear plate 305 millimeter, side plating is 254 millimeter, bottom plate's 102 millimeter, frontal plate's 457 millimeter. The barbette armor on the bottom is 51 millimeters. In the middle there, it's 541 millimeter, or you could say the upper part of it. Citadel, 50 millimeters on bottom, 259 millimeter by 409 millimeter armor belt for the Citadel, 6 millimeter by 19 millimeter Citadel deck. And the rear is 324 by 387 millimeter. Torpedo bulkhead 110 by 180 millimeter. And the front of the Citadel is 432 millimeter by 457 millimeter. Don't make sense because the rear is 324 by 387, but what are you going to do? It's Wargaming's game. They're going to do what they want to, and that's okay. They ain't going to listen to none of us, but I still enjoy the game, enjoy the ships. I hope you do too. And then we'll get to the overview here in just a minute. As you can see here, you can see why I think is Puerto Rico's mini Montana, because it is. You can tell by looking at Montana. Puerto Rico is just a scaled down version of it. Long reach, above average main battery, hit them before they can hit you. Guns aplenty. High number of guns allows for a lot of damage from a single salvo. Tough, above average base HP rating. One of the largest battleships in the world, she was slightly inferior to the Iowa-class ships in terms of speed, but had more main guns and significantly stronger torpedo protection. Montana's armor was conventionally arranged and considerably reinforced. Euro design 1941. Here's Montana. Here's Puerto Rico. We'll go from the back shot. Puerto Rico, Montana. From the top, Montana, Puerto Rico. From the side, Puerto Rico, Montana. From the front, Montana, Puerto Rico. See, very similar. They're literally, Puerto Rico should be a Montana support ship in an actual supporting role. So yeah, because that would have been cool to see both of these ships built in real life. We're going to start with Puerto Rico, which is one of my favorite ships. And we run through this match relatively quickly because Puerto Rico is pretty good. And then after this, we're going to go ahead and do a 1v2 Montana versus 2 Puerto Ricos, me and Montana versus AI. And then after that, it's going to be me and Puerto Rico and a teammate that's in Puerto Rico. It's AI versus an AI Montana. You'll be surprised how that goes. Puerto Rico ends up destroying Montana quicker than Montana destroyed 2 Puerto Ricos. I know you might say that's unfair, but I don't think it is because this is a cruiser with a 27mm bow and it's very squishy all over if you don't know how to angle. So Montana can tear it to shreds. But if somebody wants to help me make these videos, they can. All you gotta do is comment your gamer tag, and whenever I decide to make one, I'll invite you, and you can be the person that goes against me, and then we'll switch ships, and we'll do it again, so we know each ship gets its fair turn. And it doesn't matter if I die or not, it's still gonna go into the video. That's part of making the video, to see which ship is superior. It's hard for me to do that when I'm doing it against AI, but I do my best. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this one. I had fun making it. It was just trying to get the AI to cooperate was the problem. I'm excited for the update coming out here December 1st. We finally get the Ludingale, or however you pronounce that, the Pan-Asian battleship. It's literally a French Picard ship. But what are you going to do? It's got a cool camo. It's pretty sick. What I'm excited about is Rhode Island and the new cruiser, Legendary Tier Cruiser. Can't wait to get those. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys like about the new update coming out. If you've seen the teaser trailer, they've done pretty good on it. I think it's going to be a fun one. There's going to be a lot of opportunities to get some ships that people have never had before. And maybe they might bring Puerto Rico back, who knows? Hopefully they do. Hopefully they make it available in the crates like they did Ohio and all those other ships we got to miss out on. They're impossible to get out the crates, but maybe somebody might get lucky. I hope so. I just wish Wargaming would be more forgiving on that and just put it in the bureau instead of mainly crates. And they should put Puerto Rico in the bureau too. I think that would be reasonable, because I know a lot of people really want this ship. It's underrated. It's a really good ship. I know if it had a 32mm bow, everybody would have got it probably, but it is really expensive. But who knows? See, look at that. Goodbye. And I accidentally rammed into Buffalo. Stupid AI, right? But anyways, we're up to 18,000 damage. We got 2 kills, so that enhances our damage output. And then we also have the reload booster. Or I mean dispersion booster for the epic upgrade mod for Puerto Rico. I'm gonna start playing this ship a lot more often because I really enjoy it. Sometimes I have those crazy games where I get really high damage and end up messing up some battleships. I've went 1v1 with the Prussian and 1v1 with the Montana so far, and I've won each one of them. Well, with Montana, I had a little bit of help from my teammate who was in Minotaur, but I still ended up coming out on top of that. I'd also like to get Minotaur and do or Mino, whatever you want to call it, and do a direct comparison between it and Brisbane. I think that'd be a cool one, because that's basically what Brisbane is a Mino class. It is, I wish we had a commander for Brisbane that emphasized on the AP like Mino. Mino has a commander just for that, and it has only AP. Don't get me wrong, I like the HE on Brisbane, I just wish I could do a full AP build. But as you can see, look, it's just ripping those carriers' planes to shred. I simulated these battles like a normal legendary tier battle would go. I put some tier 8s in here, legendary tier ships, and a legendary tier carrier. That way it's fair. We end up knocking out both of Alaska's front guns here. Boom. And don't get me wrong, Puerto Rico's easy to knock the guns out on too, but it's really hard to Citadel. Alaska is kind of hard to Citadel too, unless you're out further. That's the reason I like both of these cruisers, Alaska and Puerto Rico, but like I said, Puerto Rico's a mini Montana, so it's my favorite. 171,000 damage, 271. And then we're gonna try to finish off this Montana. This right here should have been a Citadel, but it was not. I got robbed. It says it's got the best shell grouping, but it don't. As you can see there, that's terrible. I wish the reload was a little better, but there's one Citadel finally. It ain't too awful bad. 192 damage. 192,000, I mean. 301. Now let's go after this carrier and finish him off. He's been a pain in my neck because he keeps coming after me. Watch this. He's gonna drop torpedoes on me. But we're gonna take all of his planes just to pay him back. Dang, look at that. 11, 12, 13. 13 planes shot down. 14. See, this cruiser has amazing AA. Because like I said, mini Montana. Montana has some of the best AA at legendary tier. But that's all American ships. Let's go hunt him down. We should be over here. We should be spotting him any minute now. Shoot down more planes. There he is. Let's finish him off. I wish Wargaming would make like a realistic mode of this game where you only have limited ammo on your battleships, limited planes on the carriers, limited ammo on the cruisers. That way you could have a real possibility of running out of ammo and getting destroyed in a match. I think that'd be pretty cool. Comment down below if you think that should be a game mode. Hardcore realistic mode, where you actually have limited fuel, limited ammo, and if you get hit, your fuel leaks out, and your ship could be dead in the water from all its fuel leaking out. Stuff like that. I think that'd be really awesome to see. I'm also going to start making some videos on War Thunder, because I've started playing the ships on there, and they're pretty fun, to be honest with you. So I'll be doing both World of Warships Legends and War Thunder. Whenever I get my PC, I'll be doing World of Warships PC also. So I'll be doing 3 different wargaming, or warship games, I should say. No, 4 actually. I'm going to do War on the Seas also. I'll make one video of each every week. Because right now I'm making videos whenever I can, which I try to make them as much as I can, but life gets in the way. There we go. That was Puerto Rico. Now on to Montana. This match goes much quicker because of course Montana is a big powerful battleship, but for Puerto Rico to be a cruiser and only be 3 minutes behind Montana finishing a match, I gotta say that's pretty impressive, and they have relatively the same damage output at the end. That's impressive for a cruiser versus a battleship scenario, if you ask me. Because like I said, Puerto Rico punches way above her weight class. She can smack the crap out of these battleships, she can bully them. That's the reason I love it. And she's got radar, so you can go around bullying destroyers too. If you get close enough to give them all the guns with HE loaded, you will death strike a destroyer. I've done it. I've death struck many cruisers in this ship, and I've destroyed battleships by going superstructure and getting citadels. It's very useful. I've gotten citadels all the way out at 20 kilometers with this ship. It's pretty insane. But of course we get Ramon on our side. We will end up dev striking him. But yeah, I know a lot of you really don't know if you like Puerto Rico or not because you didn't get it. You didn't get a chance to play it. But in my honest opinion, it was worth every penny. It's an awesome ship, in my opinion. I just think you really gotta give it a chance, though. Let's see. Hopefully some of you guys will be able to get it this coming holiday, or maybe Wargaming will help all of us out. But Puerto Rico, Ohio, and ships like that, the Bureau, actually expand the Bureau bigger. That way we have a lot more ships that people didn't get in the past updates. That way they can guarantee we get them. Or actually put them in the store so we can purchase it from Global XP. I don't like how they lock ships behind steel either. That's not right to the rest of us who don't play ranked. I don't. And it kind of sucks. Boom. Goodbye, good morning. 3 citadels and he's gone. Up to 67,000 damage already. Let's take care of this Vermont. Mino, of course, and some torps out. But we're going to go ahead and finish him off. Aim at the waterline. And send him back to port. Or since it's AI, send him to the afterlife. There we go. 2 citadels and he's gone. There's VA Montana. Let's see if we can't get a hit. But of course, he's going to hit the island and be at an angle, so I'm not going to get a citadel. Of course, because the AI is stupid. But what are you going to do? And oh yeah, before the Black Friday update come out, I actually seen Brisbane B whenever I was playing in versus AI. It was on the enemy team versus AI. Like seriously, I didn't know. I thought it come out in a past update I missed, but apparently it was coming out that update, but I'd already seen it versus AI. That's weird. I should have recorded it, but I didn't. But it was in one of the matches right before they released this update we're on right now. Who knows, maybe we might see Rhode Island or something. That'd be pretty cool going into AI. But I guess they won't allow that to happen in this update. See, Montana's much more accurate than Puerto Rico sometimes it's not. Shell grouping's better though, and it says Montana's only 2.08, but Puerto Rico should be better. It's 2.29. But I guess it depends on the Sigma rating. They put the shell grouping rating on there, but I wish they'd actually put the ship Sigma on there so we could actually see it in the spec sheet. That'd be pretty sweet. Or they put like a little wiki page on there like they did on how to play the game. Put a little wiki page for all the ship Sigma and stuff. That'd be pretty sick to have on there. And of course, stupid AI keeps going up, backing up, going up, backing up, making me miss these shots. But oh well. Can't really do anything about it right now. See, as soon as I shoot, he starts going forward. Yeah, oh well. Let's go after the carrier. We'll finish that carrier off. And then, after this match, I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the voice recording here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And, thanks for stopping by and watching. Please like and subscribe. But, I'll stay with you until I finish off this carrier. And that will win us the match. Watch this. That's a pretty good hit just for the front ones. Look at that, just chunky. That's the reason I love Montana. She's pretty powerful. In these AI matches, if you guys really want to know how to shoot at the carrier, that way you make sure you hit it every time. Because you know they do those stupid circle things. Like watch this here. Whenever I go to aim, I aim up. I go up above the ship. Like above the flight decks where I'm aiming. Because I know he's going to turn. And I know it's going to hit him there. See, like that right there. One citadel. And that concept, that correlates also to the standard matches. If you see a cruiser doing that to you, shoot the front guns at them, and as soon as they go to turn, follow them with your crosshairs. And as soon as you see where they're turning, lead your shot and shoot in front of them, so that way when they turn, they're turning into your bullets. See, like this right here. You gotta trick them, you gotta outsmart them, and that's the end of the match. And then here we go with the 1v1s, or 1v2s I should say. Oh, I wasn't supposed to put this in here. This is me against the other carrier in the game. That was midway. This is Harua, or Harua. I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry I'm butchering it. But yeah, this is the other carrier, legendary carrier. This is a different match. The file got corrupted. This was going to be the video for Montana, but of course everything gets ruined with Xbox. Go figure, the files get corrupted. Don't get me wrong, I love Xbox, but man, they really get their stuff together. I'd rather have a PC though. If I ever get enough money, I'm gonna get me a gaming PC and forget Xbox. Forget PlayStation, forget all of them. Except Nintendo Switch and but see? Pretty easy destroying that carrier. And then I also had a Yogami I gotta finish, or Yoshino I gotta finish off. See, this should have finished him off, but of course the game robs me. See, look at that. Every time. This will do it. And then that's that. Here's the 1v2s. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for stopping by and watching my video, participating in the poll. I hope you enjoyed this. And like I said, comment down below. Let me know what ships you're excited to get in the new update. And let me know what ships you hope to see in the future. I mean, and let me know which ships you'd like to see me compare. Do a comparison video of this type next. Let me know. And I'll do a poll and we can actually see. I'll ask you guys on a poll because I got 2 ships in mind. But later. Thank you. Please like and subscribe.
敵艦を発見。指揮官、油断するな。仕留める。艦内に火災が。すぐに対処を。対応完了だ。いけるぞ指揮官。仕留める。やったぞ指揮官、私たちの勝利だ。敵艦を発見。よっしゃ、行くわよ。装甲貫通。やるじゃない、いい感じよ。戦場に火災が発生してるわ。早く対処を。対応完了よ。 よし。戦場に火災が発生してるわ。早く対処を。指揮官、対応完了よ。戦場に火災が発生してるわ。早く対処を。目標よし。